Yo, what's good? What's good? Welcome to the Epic Entertainment Critics. I am Antoine.
And I am still James.
And we're here to bring you an epic review on the TV show, HBO's Lovecraft Country. Watch the first episode, damn good episode. And we're gonna do our review right after the intro. All right. So we back. Lovecraft Country just came, just dropped on HBO. First episode, we watched it, but I think they might have released more episodes. I guess that's if you like a reviewer, like to critics.
I think that was just to critics because their release schedule is every Sunday.
Which
currently.
They didn't give it to we critics, and you know what I'm saying? That shit hurts.
One of these days they're gonna stop sleeping on us.
Right, I know.
It's gonna come.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna make them hurt for it.
We're gonna make them pay. You want a good review? So anyway, first episode was on HBO Max. Damn good episode, man. I didn't actually wasn't too interested in the show until you kind of put me onto it. I mean, it looked like okay. Because I heard of H.P. Lovecraft. I know he write books and got all these monsters, like nasty kind of monsters in his books or whatever. So I already knew of the author and all that stuff. I didn't know what to expect on the show. And when I started watching it, man, I was like, okay. And especially being centered on a black, I guess, family. Yeah. Because, I mean, it's a main black character, young black man, but it's his uncle and I guess that was his girlfriend, his friend. Probably gonna end up being his girlfriend, whatever. So it's like a black family, and then a lot of people don't know H.P. Lovecraft was very racist. So I was wondering how do they get this black, why were they centered on his black family or whatever? But as you said, it was a book first.
Yeah. So the premise of the book and of the show is basically, well, not even to talk about the premise, but the point of the book and the show is, this idea of making out the issues of race and racist and putting it alongside these unspeakable, unknowable horrors that H.P. Lovecraft wrote about and saying, no, they're on the same level.
Yeah, I get what they're doing there. So we ain't going to talk all the way about it just yet. What I wanted to do is go watch the trailer, and then we're going to come back with a detailed review on the show. So if anybody don't know what we're talking about, here's a snippet of the trailer. Well, here's the trailer.
Let's hit it.
What's that book you've been reading about?
It's about heroes who get to go on adventures, defeat the monsters, and save the day. Little boy from the south side of Chicago, the only tourist to get to do that. This story is about my father and the secret birthright that's been kept from us. You going after it? We're gonna need a car.
You just gonna stand there, Tick?
This is family business, and families stay together.
Bad for my health, scared for myself.
Just because they don't want you here doesn't mean you're not supposed to be.
Gotta get away.
This is an invitation to unmitigated power.
Where in the hell did I go wrong with you, boy? I told you to stay away from that damn place.
There's something here that's trying to get out.
Everything is where and as it should be. From God to man to creature.
We're surrounded by monsters. I'm doing this to protect us.
You can't win this game. They setting up for you to play.
legacy belongs to our family.
We gotta face this new world and stake our claim in it.
This is our family story.
All right, that was HP. That was Lovecraft Country trailer. Like I said, man, that was first episode, damn good episode. I did not know what I was gonna get.
Yeah.
And especially how it started.
Yeah.
You,
So, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I never saw this trailer before.
mm-hmm.
I didn't even know like what the premise of this show was. It's just I love the horror aspect of Lovecraft's writing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't like his political,
Yeah. So
anthropological views.
we won't even keep on going back to it.
But so like I basically was looking at like, okay, so they're gonna have a sci-fi horror show based around H.P. Lovecraft's writings,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gonna feature a predominantly or at least a nominally black cast.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sitting there thinking, hell, it's worth the watch, right?
Right.
And I was not expecting what I got.
Right. So I mean, and that's the thing. I didn't know what to expect anyway because I didn't see this trailer either. I heard about it. I've been hearing other people talk about it. I didn't hear it on podcasts, and I knew what it was. It was, you know, when I saw Lovecraft, I knew it was something about H.P. Lovecraft. So I knew it had to do with some monsters or whatever. But the way they put it together, the way they introduced the characters and made us care about the characters, like it's a well shot, well written show. You know what I'm saying? Because I started liking the characters, the development. They took their time bringing in the monsters too.
Yeah.
I mean, they started off with something, but that was kind of like a little sneak peek.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, now we about to develop these characters, and I like Courtney B. Vance. What's the main character name?
Atticus. The actor's name is Jonathan Majors.
Okay, yeah. So I haven't seen him before, but I really like that guy. Yeah. And what's the
Jurnee Smollett as Letitia.
Letitia.
Letitia fucking Lewis.
Yeah. Yeah, that line will come out later, but that was funny when that came out, and I really like that character too, man, because she is what's the word I'm looking for? Like, she's not no damsel in distress.
Oh no, not even a little. You know what? She at this point she's a realist character they got.
Boy, I'm telling you, if they didn't have her, they'd probably be dead right now.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's about these three characters. Now they going on a kind of like a road trip to where Lovecraft wrote his book. Like the place.
They're looking for Atticus's father.
Right.
You know.
But he sent him a letter saying that I'm here and this is the same place that Lovecraft based his books on.
So,
right? Is that right?
No.
Okay.
So they thought that it was to the place that Lovecraft based his books on. Basically, he based his books on Salem, Massachusetts, changed the name to Arkham. They thought he was saying Arkham, but it was a place called Ardham in Devon County, Massachusetts. And so they get this letter from Atticus's father, saying, this is what, I found, something, this is where I'm going. He's been missing for a couple weeks. They got to go find him, figure out what he's talking about.
Okay. So, right. Oh, he's been missing too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So, they on this road trip, and you know, like I said, there's a lot of character development, but then they keep, running into. I guess is this in the South, right? Are they going more deep south? Because they from Chicago.
Yeah.
Are they going more deep south?
Well, not really, because they're.
Where are they heading?
Like,
what
so
state are they
heading
to?
Massachusetts. So
Oh,
they're
okay.
heading north.
Okay, but I guess they just going east.
Yeah.
And they ain't went up north yet because they keep running. They kind of run into the southern towns.
Yeah.
And Jim Crow is still in effect, and they run into and that's the thing, man. The way they doing it, they they have like this racist town or whatever, and the way they framing it, like the people that they dealing with, regular people, are framed like villains.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you get scared for the characters when they get somewhere.
Yeah.
The way they doing it. So I really respect the way they framing the show, the way they, what's the word I'm looking for? The way they present it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say. But anyway,
they actually take a surprising and an admirable amount of care in treating these characters. Like you said, they make them villains,
right?
And they don't mess about, on it either. It's like in that moment they're framing it to you, they're presenting it to you the way they would if like you're watching Friday the 13th and you're about to see
Right.
Jason for the first time.
Right, the tension when
Yeah.
they build up the tension.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You
The
know,
way they do it
The
is
shots that they choose, the way the music builds up,
Mm-hmm.
like you feel like you're about to run into a monster.
right.
And then it's a racist with a gun.
Right, it's right. And then you really get scared for them when you see somebody come in.
Yeah.
Like when they stopped on the side of the road, you see a cop car pull up, and we scared like it's a monster coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just a person, and you and with a cop coming, you supposed to feel safe, right?
Well,
right. But we always, because as soon as that cop car pulled up, I'm like, oh shit. They just talking. I'm like, oh, this not gonna turn out right.
And there was never any doubt that was the feeling you were supposed to have either.
Right, that's what I'm saying. The way they built it up, all the tension and all that that led to good storytelling. So, and then I asked you earlier on in the movie, while we watching this, I'm loving the drama. I'm really feeling it. Where's the science fiction gonna come in there? And when it came in, this shit came in hard.
Man, the sci-fi horror aspect of this hits like with the force of a Mack truck. Like just you're dealing with the drama. Like this could easily be a race drama.
Yeah, right.
And then the moment it makes the switch, there is no confusion.
Dude,
it is just 100%.
The minute they make that switch, all the race stuff go out the window. Ain't nobody caring about that shit no more. I'm trying to live. And it got to the point, man, if you fight monsters, hey, why are we fighting each other?
Yeah.
It's monsters out here.
It's like, because you're watching these scenes, and when that stuff comes down, it's like, you forget that that the other side of the group doesn't mess with the other side of the group. Because all you can see is, man, y'all better do something about these monsters trying to get you.
Ain't no mess with nothing. No. We need to band together and try to survive. Period.
Yeah. Like I would even say like there's at least one instance here where it's like you should have been worrying about surviving.
Yeah, and pay for it.
Oh yeah,
pay for it. No, but I really digging this show, man, and I really like. I really want to see more going forward. Yeah. And I wasn't sure I was going to feel that way seeing it, like, because like I said, they really set it up like a drama developing the characters. And then when the sci-fi hit, it's like, oh, wow. And it's so much more effective, too, setting up your characters. Because, a lot of people don't set up their characters. Yeah. And now I'm starting to really appreciate the fact that them setting up these characters making me, like, now I'm really caring for these characters, and I don't want them to die. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That makes it even more, you know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of scary movies where you hate the characters, and a lot of slasher movies, I root for the slasher. Because it get to a point where they make the characters so unlikable that you be like, okay, take this motherfucker out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then they try to make you root for people that's, like I said, the people that's unlikable, and then you be like, okay, what are we doing here? I don't even like these people, so I don't have no feelings there. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
So
it's like I always reference Paranormal Activity. I spent that whole movie waiting for that demon to kill the boyfriend.
Which one are you talking about?
The first one. The very first one.
Okay, yeah.
I was in the theater watching that movie. When he finally got it, the whole fucking theater stood up and cheered. We were so happy to see him.
Yeah, because he kept inviting them in and shit.
And a lot of those movies do that. And one thing I appreciate about this is, for a genre show, to take the time to stop and develop the characters, make sure you know who everybody is, where they're coming from, what's important to them.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not just you're not just getting swept along by the action. You're along for the ride with these people, and you want them to succeed at what they're trying to accomplish. And when anything sets them back, it worries you because now it's something keeping you from getting to the point that they've accomplished something.
Right. And like I said, by them developing the character, and I want them to survive, and it makes the stakes just that much higher.
Yeah.
You know. So like I said, once they bring in the monsters and the science fiction side of it, you know, I was on 10. You know, I was like, man, you know. So what did you think about the CGI, the monsters,
it was
and all
good.
that?
You know, and I think part of this is when you have that kind of budget where, you know, you can just make every episode a movie, and also picking and choosing how you do your CG is so important on these shows.
Right.
If you try to make every episode so CG heavy, the CG is going to dip.
Right.
You know,
Use it sparingly.
and also like use the lessons that we learned in the early days of CGI. But we know that this thing is not going to look right if we see it in the daytime.
I was just
we
about
know
to
it's
say
not
that.
going to
I'll
look
just
right.
go ahead. Finish
So
it.
instead, look, we got it flitting through the shadows. You
Yeah.
never get a straight on look at it.
Right.
You know, it's never fully lit.
Right.
You know, and it works so well for horror because you're supposed to not be able to wrap your head around the thing.
Right. That like you said, that really helps when you got CG. Don't just put it in the daytime. Don't put all that light on it. Give me a little less light. Make it a little more mysterious or whatever. And we was talking about the science fiction, but the horror element, you know, the horror element is fun because it's a lot of gore, and it's surprising too.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah.
jump scares, but it's good jump scares because we already scared for, you know, these people.
Yeah.
And then, like I was saying before, I never thought that I would be happy to see monsters come in. The way they framed all the racist cops or whatever,
Yeah.
you know, once the monsters came in, I was like, woo! You know, it's like, you know,
It's
you're not
great.
supposed to feel that way, but
It's a great moment, man.
well,
Like-
that even the odds, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, like, you know, it's that thing of, you know, knowing that there's a monster out there bigger than the monster you were worried about can be a reassuring feeling. You know, it's like, man, I'm out here worrying about these rabid pit bulls, but you know what? Did you know there's mountain lions?
Right. Yeah, so the horror aspect really worked too, man. Building the tension, you know, that worked for like a thriller,
Yeah.
and then the science fiction. But you know, the horror, I'm really loving the horror, and I like, and that's the thing about the characters are not, they are not like a typical horror characters where they, oh my God, what to do? No. They spring into action.
Yeah.
When something happens, they spring into action,
You know,
and
you get so used to these cliche character
Yeah,
archetypes, you know.
yeah.
You got the one who wants to investigate everything, and then
Right.
you got the one who never knows how to act when it's time to move. You know,
Right.
And they don't fall into any of those tropes.
That's
you
what I'm
know.
saying.
It's very much, hey, the scary stuff is that way, so we
We
going
going
that
this
way.
way.
You know? And it's so I appreciate it so much.
Right. Like I especially like the line would do like, shoot it. Well, no. Man, give me the gun, I'll shoot it.
Wait, there's even Courtney B. Vance has one of my favorite lines in this episode. You need to shoot him.
He the perfect uncle. But no, yeah, man, it's a damn good, and it was just episode 1.
Yeah.
You know, and then for the trailer for episode 2, it looks like we're going to get more explained. Hopefully,
A little more exposition.
right? But I mean, that's good because I already like all the characters.
Yeah.
So you develop them, not fully developed, because it looks like they got some secrets. Like you were saying, remember it was and I ain't gonna say exactly what it was. It was like something that happened to what's his name, the main character,
Atticus.
Yeah. So, something happened where he was calling somebody or something, but it was something mysterious there. So we don't know exactly what there was, but we probably learn it later.
Yeah.
But I kind of like that. Don't give me everything now. You developing them.
Well, especially something with this kind of atmosphere where everything's a mystery.
Yeah.
Nothing is what it appears to be. So you know at every turn it's like, okay, that's going to be something. That's
Right.
going to be something. I just don't know which one I should focus on, so I got to focus on everything.
Yeah. So, like I said, see, episode 2, excuse me, I can't wait to see it now after that.
Yeah.
After the way that ended.
Like, I'm going to be honest, this may have sold me on HBO Max.
Oh, yeah. That HBO Max actually kind of
Yeah.
that deal. I like it. I kind of like it, man. But yeah, it was a dope ass episode. It was just episode 1, and we talking like it was a whole movie. Felt like I watched the movie, you know.
Yeah. I mean, and again, that's the other thing that works for like these premium primetime dramas now. Well,
Yeah.
shows in
They
general.
about long as a movie, about hour or so. So you get what you
hour
want
and
out
change,
of it. Yeah.
You know, you get a full-fledged experience out of it, you know. So you get through all the ups and downs. You get to a climax, you know. This has the same effect as watching a movie.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have to. But you get that, you know, experience of drawing out that narrative.
Right.
So you don't have to give everybody everything all the time.
Exactly. That's the best thing about shows. A lot of movies would be better served if they become miniseries or series. Yeah. But, of course, you know, they can't make their money from that. That's why they, you know. Anyway, dude, oh, it's fine. I think your mic was off for a minute. It's fine.
Was it?
I was having some problems with that. Anyway, we're going to wrap up. It was a damn good show. Damn good show. Season 1 is coming out. I guess they come out
every Sunday.
Okay, once a week. Okay, so yeah, you know, some critics saw up to episode 3, but you know, we didn't get our invitation to.
You know, y'all must have lost our email address or something.
Right. So contact us so we can get that. Give you the email address so
we're still here.
so we can get our critic stuff. Anyway, so yeah, man. If I had to rate it, I'm giving it an epic, dude.
Yeah.
I love this first episode. So yeah, I mean, would you give me a rate?
You know, like
it's just one episode, but
right.
that's just so far.
You know, I was trying to like make myself step back from giving it an epic. Like maybe I'm just a little too bought in. Maybe you know, maybe they got me fooled. I'm like, nah. Like as far as first episodes go, this is one of the best first episodes I've seen on the show. This is epic.
And especially if you like Lovecraft novels, and if you like the monsters,
if you like that Lovecraftian horror, if you're into all of that stuff, this is for you.
And they kind of gave you a lot of his stuff in one thing at the beginning. Like they gave you a lot of stuff, just kind of like a sneak peek, you know. So that's kind of cool. So anyway, all right, that is our review for Lovecraft Country. Damn good show so far. It's on HBO Max. I think it's worth getting it. A lot of people kind of wondering on the fence about it because there's more movies on there than I thought was on there.
Yeah, so, man. they got a nice.
I thought they was gonna have like a bunch of just HBO originals. No, they got a lot of movies, a big library.
They got, I
guess they got all Warner Brothers too.
They got Warner Brothers stuff on there. They got Crunchyroll, so they got lots of anime on there. Okay. They got a mad decent library.
Okay, yeah. So anyway,
HBO you can pay us too.
Right. All right, that is our review for Lovecraft Country. Check it out; it's worth seeing. That is, and yes, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon so you can get alerts once we post new videos.
And don't forget to thumbs up this video, and also comment down below how do you feel about this? Have you seen it? Do you think you might see it? And anything else you think we need to see?
Well said. All right, man. We out of here.
Peace.